Welcome back to the news at 10. The Ogun State government has condemned what it describes as a continuing assault on members of staff of the State Internal Revenue Service as they carry out their duties. Reacting to the alleged assault and unlawful detention of its officials by a group in Ota, the government said it would not tolerate any further act of violence on any of its officers.
We condemn in the strongest terms any act of violence perpetrated against officers of Ogun State Internal Revenue Service in the discharge of their legitimate duties. It is shocking and disheartening to see uniformed officers of OGRS being violently assaulted. We view this as the height of irresponsibility and lawlessness for any person or group of persons to assault government officials who are performing their lawful duties.
Now, gratitude is showing appreciation for good deeds and performances. Fidelity Bank has found a way to appreciate the police force for helping to secure their businesses over the years. The bank identified water supply as a challenge of a police community in its neighborhood and has decided to address it.
Logical police community in Lagos is faced with the challenge of water supply. Fidelity Bank observed this experience of the people and decided to address the situation practically.
Sometimes they normally wake up around 5 to get water outside the gates. Some of them wait for rain. When rain is falling, they fetch water.
Through the Fidelity Helping Hand initiative, Logical Police Community was able to earn a water project which has been commissioned today.
Fidelity always strives to be a good member of the community. People have all kinds of opinions of banks, but I can assure you that in Fidelity, the first thing we try to be is a good member of the community. We observe this facility, we observe the need for this water, and it's actually our staff who came together and made this happen. So that's why we're doing it under our Fidelity Helping Hands project.
We had the perception before that banks are only maximizing profits to always aggrandize and get more and more for their personal accumulation. But this just has demonstrated the welfareist tendencies of banks. And we are very happy with the efforts of Fidelity Bank. And we call on other banks to emulate this gesture.
The residents cannot hide their excitement over the bank's gesture.
We thank Fidelity Bank and we appreciate all they did for us pertaining this water. We've been struggling for water a lot here.
We're going to maintain the place. We're not going to allow children to go there, destroy the thing.
I want my officers to develop that culture of maintenance to ensure that it is prudently utilized for the use of everybody in these barracks and even in the neighboring barracks.
And with a maintenance attitude like that in mind, it is expected that a new water system will last long.
First Bank, truly the first.
And with that good deed, we move to the rest of the business for the day. Here's Adeshawa Josh.
Well, thank you, Ijama. The federal government has embarked on the monitoring and evaluation of activities in the agriculture sector in order to ascertain the level of its development. This was the view of the Minister of National Planning and Commission, Mr. Shamsuddin Usman, at the just concluded 19th Nigerian Economic Summit in Nigeria, in Abuja. Well, according to Mr. Usman, this is in line with the key performance index being developed to track the progress being made in the agriculture sector. Keystone Bank Nigeria PLC has taken a step further to enhance its product and services by launching a trade portal to facilitate cross-border trade for its customers. At the bank's trade forum in Lagos, the management of the bank explains that the new trade platform is designed to add value to its customers and give advantage to its middle market clients.
Keystone Bank Trade Forum is one avenue for engaging stakeholders and regulatory agencies on developments in the organization. Discussions bordered on the new single window system and its implications for importers and other stakeholders.
A reporting mechanism even for the users, that is like you, that you can go from the comfort of your office or on your mobile phone and send us a feedback related to your transaction.
We have documented for the benefit of the bank and their customers what we call the foreign exchange manual.
But single window is not just about making your manual processes electronic. It's about looking at where the bottlenecks are in your present processes.
Given that development in this area will drive trade transaction in the economy, Keystone Bank officially launched its trade portal, an online site with trade product capabilities that allow importers to handle their businesses with ease.
This is the starting point. We are going to follow this with a lot of advertisement, jingles, and then we'll do more of this forum in other parts of the country, where we'll also bring our customers in these areas together and show them how they can use the portal and do their trade transaction with convenience and speed going forward.
Through the trade portal, you can actually request for foreign exchange. You can bid for foreign exchange. You can ask for release of a shipping documents, or you can process your E4M. Once you have an internet banking access, you can access the trade portal, make that request, and in less than 3 minutes or so, the request is received at the bank. You can go to sleep.
This forum that has really exposed a lot of things that we're supposed to know, and then we can now follow up and make sure that we equip ourselves and prepare to follow the new system. The portal they have launched today has really encouraged us to see that we are going to have a good outing in the next years to come.
The bank believes that the new trade portal will enable it to compete favorably in a world where technology impacts significantly on international trade. Kelvin Obetin, Channels Television News.
Phone lovers now have a brand new smartphone choice in the Nigerian market, courtesy of Huawei. The newly launched Ascend P6 is slim and has a 4.7-inch HD in-cell display. Our correspondent Loretta Chiogo reports.
The slim physique of these young girls paints the picture of the slimmest thing breaking forth into the phone world. Huawei Ascend P6, the newest and right now the best in its series, is exceptionally light, loaded with fashionable features and user-friendly functions.
So Huawei is getting this reward. These Huawei smartphones already have been recognized by mainstream consumers in Europe, even in the world. I believe that Huawei smartphones will also be recognized and accepted by Nigerian consumers. In the local market, we will launch large-scale models, not only in the P6, large-scale models to meet consumers' needs.
As we know that for smartphones, power always be the problem. But with the emotion one, with the Huawei Power 7 technology, the consumers can have longer usage on the smartphone.
Mr. Jimmy Pang is the managing director of Huawei Nigeria. He's confident Huawei Ascend P6 will be an instant attraction to phone lovers.
Before we launching the phone in Nigeria, we already launched this particular phone, in more than 70 countries. And other countries like it very much. Yeah. I think P6 bringing Huawei's smartphone into a new level. Most of the customers in different countries actually like the phone very much. For example, I remember in Spain and in some other country, actually for the first day launch, all the phone being buying out immediately. Some people sometimes even queuing in the street and waiting to buy a new phone.
This is Ascend P6, and one of the best features is the double-faced camera, one in front and one behind, and this is how it works. I want to take myself a shot and snap. Printout of the snapshots taken from the Huawei Ascend P6 clearly demonstrates the Huawei slogan, "Make it possible." Loretta Chiogo, Channels Television News.
To the Nigerian equities market, where trading closed on a bearish note, pushing the all-share index down by 0.2% on the last trading day of the week. We now join Loretta Chiogo for the summary of the day's trading.
Hello and welcome to Stock Market Report. Some haircuts at the local bourse as the key index shed 0.20% to close at 36,403.95. Leading the laggards is GlaxoSmithKline with 1 naira 30 kobo. It was followed by Unilever and Dangote Cement with 1 naira each. On the flip side, Julius Berger led with a gain of 3 naira 20 kobo as Jos Breweries and First Bank Nigeria Holding followed far behind with 42 kobo and 30 kobo. On the volume chart, investors savored Transcorp share as it pulled the highest shares of 58.7 million units. At the close of trade, the total volume of shares stood at 237.4 million units, valued at 2.82 billion naira. And that's the Stock Market Report. I'm Loretta Chiogo.
That's it on Business News tonight. The news at 10 continues in a moment.
First Bank, truly the first.
Still ahead on the news at 10, world's fastest man, Usain Bolt, wins IAAF's $40,000 Diamond League jackpot with a 100 meters victory in Brussels. That's on Sports News. Please stay with us.